Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. We are here to start a 7-game home trip with 2 weeks left in the season. The Cubs are going to face the Pirates for 4 games, and then the Rockies for 3 during this coming week. Game 1 against the Pirates, with the Cubs fighting their way back toward 500, is going to include the Cubs sending Blake Snell out to the mound. He is making start number 32 with a 9-10 record, 4.52 ERA, and a 1.46 WHIP. The Cubs lineup will include Cabrera, Rizzo, Bryant, Bradley, Hayward, Horner, Tauchman, Ramos, and Snell as the pitcher. The Pirates will send Chris Stratton out to the mound. He's making start number 30 at 10-11 with a 4.96 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP. He will be supported by a lineup of Newman, Hayes, Reynolds, Bell, Polanco, Heredia, Stallings, Alamaeus, and Stratton, the pitcher, batting ninth. It is 65 degrees here at Chicago today, and the wind is blowing in from right at 9 mph. So, Cubs are going to take the field. Blake Snell making his warm-up pitches. Cubs coming into today's game, 4 games under 500. And the Pirates coming in at 67-82, 15 games under 500. Cubs lead the season series 7 games to 6. It is 65 degrees, and the wind is blowing in from right at 9 mph. Now, with Blake Snell on the mound, here is the first pitch. And a liner in right field, that's going to be a leadoff base hit, going all the way to the wall. Hayward chasing, gets it back into the infield, but that'll be a leadoff double for the Pirates. So Newman now in scoring position, and it brings up Ke'Bryan Hayes. With nobody out, 1 man on. 1-1 count, and Snell with the pitch. And a liner in the left field, that's going to be another base hit. Picked up and thrown quickly back into the cutoff man. Tauchman cuts it off. So a single for Hayes. The Pirates have something going here in the first inning. Runners on the corners and nobody out. Bryan Reynolds now the batter with a 1-2 count. Snell with the pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Reynolds strikes out swinging, and that's the first punch out of the game for Snell. Bell now the batter with 1 out, 2 men on. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Bell. And a pop up to center. That is going to be deep. Bradley heading toward left center, adjusting for the wind, and he makes the catch. That is out number 2. The Cubs concede the run as Bradley throws it back into the cutoff man, and the sacrifice fly gives the Pirates a 1-0 lead. Polanco now facing Snell, 2 outs and a runner on first. Here's a 1-strike pitch from Snell and a liner into the gap in left center field. This is going to be extra bases. Snell getting hit hard here in the first inning. The throw comes back into the cutoff man. The throw goes home, the slide, and the runner is going to score. So Hayes comes all the way around from first to score. Polanco has an RBI double, and the Pirates now have a 2-0 lead. Heredia facing Snell. Runner on second, still 2 outs, and a 1-ball count, and a grounder toward third. Diving Bryant has it, throws to first, and he throws it away. Oh, Bryant throws that one away, and it's going to pull Rizzo off the base, so the runners are all safe. Fortunately, Polanco does not have the awareness to score from third on that errant throw. And now Jacob Stallings is the batter. With 2 outs, runners on the corners again. Snell continuing to labor here in the first inning. Here's a 2-2 count, and Snell with the pitch. And strike 3 is called. Snell says, I can't trust the defense. I've got to strike them out myself. Pirates taking a 2-0 lead. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. Asdrubal Cabrera going to lead off against Chris Stratton here in the bottom of the first inning. Stratton working with a 1-2 count, and Cabrera waiting for the pitch. Stratton looking for the sign, and the pitch. And a check swing, strike 3. So Cabrera is ruled out by the umpire, and now Rizzo is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 pitch to Anthony Rizzo. And a pop-up on the infield. The shortstop coming in makes the play near the mound for out number 2. Kris Bryant now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Bryant waiting for the 3-1 pitch. And here it comes. Bryant takes inside for ball 4. So patience pays off as he draws the walk, and it'll bring up Jackie Bradley. With 2 outs and 1 man on, and a 2-2 pitch to Jackie Bradley. And a drive, deep left center field. This is going to be playable. The left fielder goes over. He makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs stranding a runner. We're going to the top of the second of a 2-0 ball game. Snell facing Alamaeus here in the top of the second. 3-0 count. Snell with the pitch. And that is low for ball 4, so Snell issues the walk. Alamaeus heads down to first, and the pitcher Stratton now is the batter. Probably a sacrifice situation as Snell facing Stratton with the first pitch, and the bunt is laid down. The ball comes right back to the mound. Cabrera is covering first. Snell fires it over to make the play for out number 1. Alamaeus advances to second on the sacrifice, and it'll bring up Kevin Newman. 1 out, runner in scoring position, 1 strike count, and Snell with the pitch. And a liner in the gap in right center field, and that's going to be another extra base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Alamaeus. Stand-up RBI double for Kevin Newman, and that'll give the Pirates a 3-0 lead. And now Ke'Bryan Hayes will bat with 1 out and 1 man on. 2-1 is the count. Snell working. Grounder toward third. Bryant picks it up. Throws over to first. This throw is right in line, and the inning has the 2nd out recorded as Newman advances to third. And now Brian Reynolds will be the batter. 2 outs, runner on third. 2-2 pitch from Snell. Here it comes. Strike 3 is called. Snell gets him with a slider that he dropped into the zone. So 3 strikeouts in the game and a 3-0 lead going to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Hayward facing off against Stratton here in the bottom of the 2nd. Here's a 3-1 count, and Hayward is waiting for the pitch. And a drive, deep right field. Hayward got all this one. Kiss it goodbye. Jason Hayward gets the Cubs on the board in the bottom of the 2nd inning with a solo home run, 424 feet, clearing the bleachers in right field. So Hayward hitting his 12th home run of the season, and it brings up Nico Hoerner. Nobody out, Cubs down by 2. Here's a 1-2 count to Nico Hoerner, and the pitch. And a grounder toward first, picked up. Stepping on the base is Bell for out number 1. Tauchman now batting with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Mike Tauchman. And Tauchman lines it right up the middle for a single. So Tauchman getting the 1 out base hit. And he is going to be on first as Wilson Ramos comes up. 1 out, 1 man on, full count pitch to Wilson Ramos, and a grounder towards short. The throw to second, the relay to first, and the inning is over. 6-4-3 double play, and the Cubs are retired. The Cubs do get a run. We're going to the top of the 3rd of a 3-1 ball game. Snell coming out against Bell here in the top of the 3rd. Snell trying to get through an inning without allowing a run. Here's a 2-2 count, and Snell working with the pitch. And a pop up to left. Tauchman heading toward the line. It looks like he's going to make that play. He gets under it for out number 1. Polanco now the batter. 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 1-ball count, and Polanco waiting for the pitch. And a liner down the left field line. That one will get down for a base hit. Going all the way into the corner. Polanco's going to round first and head for second. He will have a stand-up double with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. So Polanco in scoring position as Guillermo Heredia comes up. 1 out, 1 man on. 3-2 count. Heredia waiting for the pitch. And a grounder back to the mound. Snell has it. Throws to first. That is out number 2. So Snell trying to navigate the 3rd with 2 outs and a runner on third as Polanco advances on that fielder's choice. Here's a full count pitch to Stallings. And a grounder towards short. Hoerner has it. Throws over to first, and that will retire the side. So the Pirates do not score. They strand a runner. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd of a 3-1 ball game. The pitcher, Snell, is going to lead off for the Cubs in the bottom of the third. Here's a 2-strike count, and the pitch to Snell, and he watches strike 3 go by as a slider drops in over the plate for the first out of the inning. 2 strikeouts now for Stratton, and he is facing Cabrera with 1 out, nobody on, and a 3-1 pitch, and Cabrera takes outside for ball 4. So he draws the 1-out walk, and now Rizzo will be the batter. 1 out, runner on first. The shift is on. 0-2 pitch to Rizzo, and a grounder back to the mound. Picked up, thrown to second, relay to first, and that is a 1-6-3 double play. Cubs ground into their second double play of the game. We're going to the top of the 4th inning of a 3-1 ball game. Alamaeus will face Snell here in the top of the 4th. First pitch from Blake Snell, and a pop up to right. Hayward heading toward right center, adjusting for the wind. He is going to make the catch for out number 1. Stratton now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch from Snell, and a strike 3 on a check swing. So Snell is retired for the second out of the inning. 4th strikeout of the day for Snell, and it brings up Kevin Newman. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 count, and the pitch to Kevin Newman. And a grounder toward first. Rizzo picks it up, steps on the base, and that will end the inning. So Snell works a perfect 4th. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning of a 3-1 ball game. Chris Bryant will lead off against Stratton here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a 3-0 count and the pitch. That is low for ball 4. So Bryant draws the walk, and it brings up Jackie Bradley. With nobody out, runner on first. Bradley waiting for the full count pitch, and a pop-up on the left side. The third baseman has a long run, but he gets under it for out number 1. Jason Hayward now the batter, 1 for 1 with a solo home run in the second. Stratton facing Hayward with an 0-2 count, and Hayward drives that one into the gap in right center field. This is not going to be deep enough, however, as the center fielder calls for it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Nico Hoerner now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on, and the throw goes over to first, and Bryant is caught sleeping over at first base to end the inning. So the pickoff is the 3rd out. We're going to the top of the 5th of a 3-1 ball game. Hayes facing Snell here in the top of the 5th. 1-1 count, Snell working, and a grounder towards second. Cabrera has it, throws to first. That is out number 1. Reynolds facing Snell in the top of the 5th with 1 out, nobody on. Snell working with a 1-ball count, and a pop up to right. Hayward gonna have to come in a long ways. On the run, he makes the catch. That is out number 2. Bell now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Bell waiting for the full count pitch, and it's popped up on the infield. The second baseman is going into short center field, and Cabrera will drop it. Wait a second. He dropped it. Is that going to be an error? Yes, it is. So Cabrera loses that one in the wind. Bell is safe on first on the error. And now Polanco is the batter with 2 outs and a runner on first. Here's a 1-2 count. And Polanco swings and misses for strike 3. So Snell bails him out with the strikeout. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. We are halfway done here in Chicago. It is a 3-1 Pirate lead. Stratton facing Hoerner in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch from Stratton. Here it comes. And a grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it. Throws to first. That is out number 1. Tauschman now facing Stratton with 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Tauschman. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. The third baseman coming in, calling off the catcher, and making the play for out number 2. Ramos now the batter, 2 outs, nobody on. 1-1 pitch to Wilson Ramos, and a pop-up on the right side of the infield. This time in foul territory, the first baseman, Bell, calls for it, makes the catch to end the inning. We're going to the top of the 6th. It is a 3-1 Pirate lead. Heredia will face Snell here in the top of the 6th inning. Snell working frame number 6, full count, and the pitch. That is outside for ball 4. So Snell issuing the leadoff walk. Second of the game for him. And now Trevor Rosenthal will be the pitcher. Rosenthal comes in, having thrown 65 2/3 innings of 39 walk, 74 strikeout baseball with a 2.19 ERA. Rosenthal will face the lower third of the Pirate lineup, trying to protect the 2-run deficit here in the top of the 6th. 1 ball count. Rosenthal looking for the sign and the pitch. And a grounder toward third. Bryant has it, throws directly over to first, and that is out number 1. The runner, Heredia, advances to second on fielder's choice, and now Alamaeus is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on, 1-2 count, and Rosenthal strikes him out on the check swing, so that is out number 2. And the pitcher Stratton now is the batter. 2 outs, runner on second, 2-2 count. And Stratton swings and misses for strike 3. So the Pirates strand the runner on second. We are going to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is a 3-1 Pirate lead. Stratton will face Happ, pinch hitting for the pitcher's spot here in the bottom of the 6th. Happ, the switch hitter, coming up from the left side against the righty Stratton. Here is the first pitch to Ian Happ, as Stratton looks for the sign, and he delivers. And that's hit down the left field line. Ian Happ just beat the shift pretty badly there. He's going to round the bases for extras. He's going to stand up into second with a double. So Happ, with a nice piece of hitting, goes the opposite way with a fastball, and he gets himself a leadoff double. That will bring up Asdrubal Cabrera with nobody out and a runner on second. Here's a full count pitch to Cabrera, and he takes ball 4. So the slider misses, Cabrera draws the walk, and now Rizzo is the batter. Cubs with 2 men on, nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rizzo facing Stratton, 2-1 count, and Rizzo lays down the bunt. The pitcher picks it up and throws it over to first, and Rizzo is asked to sacrifice the runners over. That is a mind-boggling call right there by Kerry Wood. So Chris Bryant now is batting with runners on second and third and 1 out. Bryant facing Stratton with a 1-1 count, and Bryant grounds it to third. Picked up and thrown over to first. That is going to be out number 2. So the Cubs manufacture a run as Happ comes home to score the second run of the ball game. And now Cabrera's on third with 2 outs, and Jackie Bradley is the batter. 3-1 count to Jackie Bradley. Stratton with the pitch and a grounder up the middle. The shortstop has it, throws to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs score once. We're going to the top of the 7th of a 3-2 ball game. And now the new Cub pitcher is going to be reliever Edwin Diaz. He has thrown 62 innings, allowed 25 walks, 90 strikeouts, and a 3.63 ERA. Diaz facing Newman to lead off the Pirates' half of the 7th inning. 3-1 count, Diaz working, and here's the pitch. Inside for ball 4, Diaz issues the lead-off walk. And now Hayes is the batter with nobody out, runner on first. 1-2 is the count, and the pitch to Hayes, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Diaz got him to chase a fastball that was up and in, and now Reynolds is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on, 1-2 count to Reynolds, and that is inside, but the throw goes down to second as the runner is trying to steal, and the throw goes into center field, so Ramos throws it away. Newman hustles down to third, and now the Pirates have the runner 90 feet away with 1 out. Diaz facing Reynolds with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 3, so Reynolds chases the slider that broke down and in. 2 outs now in the inning. The infield is back at normal depth, and Josh Bell is the batter. I don't know if it's necessary, but I would certainly consider issuing the intentional pass to Josh Bell right here. With 2 outs and a runner on third in the top of the 7th inning. Here's a 1 strike count and the pitch, and that is driven straightaway center field. That's going all the way to the wall. Bell going into second. He's going to slide in with a double. So the run scores. Bell gets an RBI double, and the Pirates are now ahead 4-2. Polanco is now the batter with 2 outs and 1 man on. Diaz facing Polanco with a full count, and it's popped up left center field. Bradley heading over, He calls off Tauschman to make the catch to end the inning. So the Pirates score once. They have a 4-2 lead going to the bottom of the 7th inning. And today, our guest conductor for the 7th inning stretch is going to be Lee Smith. Jason Heyward is going to face Kyle Crick here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Crick coming in with a 52 1/3 innings thrown, 32 walks, 50 strikeouts, and a 3.96 ERA. Kyle Crick is facing Heyward, who is 1 for 2 with a home run in this game. Heyward waiting for the 3-0 count and the pitch from Crick. He's looking for the sign. And the pitch. Way outside for ball 4. So Heyward draws the leadoff walk. And that brings up Nico Hoerner in the bottom of the 7th inning with nobody out. Runner on first. First pitch to Nico Hoerner. And a liner past the first baseman into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Heyward rounding second, heading for third. He will not draw a throw. And the Cubs have a rally going here in the bottom of the 7th with nobody out, runners on the corners. Mike Tauschman now the batter. Cubs trying to crawl their way back into this game. 3-0 count to Tauschman. And that is way inside. Tauschman was diving out of the way. He's going to draw the walk. So now the bases are loaded with nobody out, and Wilson Ramos is the batter. Cubs down by 2, bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates draw the infield in. Ramos waiting for the first pitch from Crick, and that's a pop up to left. Medium depth. Is Heyward going to try to score? Yes, he does. Heyward comes home. The throw comes home. Heyward slides, and he is safe. So the Cubs score a run on the sacrifice fly. It is now a 4-3 ball game. And Danny Santana will be brought in from the bench to face Kyle Crick here in the bottom of the 7th inning. With 1 out, the tying run on second. Santana, the switch hitter, facing Crick from the left side. Here's an 0-2 count and the pitch to Danny Santana. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Santana is set down for the second out of the inning. And now as Drupal Cabrera is the batter. The infield will go back to regular depth. Cabrera facing Crick, 2 outs, 2 men on, full count. And that is high for ball 4. So Cabrera heads down to first as the bases are loaded. Crick has issued 3 walks in this inning, and it'll bring up Anthony Rizzo. With 2 outs and the bases loaded, Rizzo looking to get the Cubs back to a tie or even pull ahead potentially with a base hit. Here's a 1-1 count and the pitch to Rizzo, and it gets away. The runner's coming home. The slide, and he is safe. We have a tie ball game on the Kyle Crick wild pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. We're all tied up at 4. Rizzo now batting to try to give the Cubs the lead. Runners are on second and third with 2 outs. Rizzo facing Crick with a 2-1 count. Here it comes, and they issue the intentional walk this time. So Rizzo heads down to first, and Chris Bryant is the batter with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Crick facing Bryant. I can't believe the Pirates haven't brought in another reliever at some point in this inning. So Crick working with a 1-2 count, and Bryant takes strike 3 looking. So the bases are left full. We're going to the top of the 8th of a 4-4 tie. Sammy T is going to come in to pitch for the Cubs here in the top of the 8th inning. He will face the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the Pirate lineup. Sammy T has thrown 43 1/3 innings, allowed 28 walks, 42 strikeouts, and a 7.48 ERA. Heredia is the first batter. Sammy T working with a 1-2 count. And looking for the sign. Here is the pitch to Heredia. And a liner past third base into left field. That'll be a leadoff single as Sammy T allows the first runner of the inning to reach base. Stallings now the batter with nobody out, runner on first. Here's a full count pitch to Stallings and a grounder to second. Cabrera has it. Throws to short, relay to first, and that is a 4-6-3 double play. So good work inducing the double play ground ball right there. And now Alamaeus will be the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Sammy T working with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 is called, and the inning is over. So the Pirates only send the minimum up. We're going to the bottom of the 8th of a 4-4 tie. The Cubs sending Jackie Bradley up to bat, and Kyle Crick is being sent out for another inning of work. Crick facing Bradley to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Here is a 2-2 count, and Crick working. And there's a grounder to first. It gets past the first baseman into right field, so Jackie Bradley is going to have extra bases. That rolls down into the corner. A stand-up double for Bradley will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. And Kyle is certainly up a Crick here in the bottom of the 8th. So Hayward facing Crick with nobody out and the go-ahead run in scoring position. 1 ball count, and Hayward is going to be intentionally walked. This seems to be a strategy with the Pirates. So now, finally, a different reliever is brought in. Dovydas Neverauskas is coming in to pitch for the Pirates. He has thrown 66 innings on the season, 32 walks, 65 strikeouts, and an ERA of exactly 3. He will face Nico Hoerner in the bottom of the 8th inning with nobody out and runners on first and second. Cubs trying to take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's a 2-2 count. And the pitch to Hoerner. And there's a grounder past the third baseman down the left field corner. Grounding third and heading home. And the run is going to score. So the Cubs have taken a 5-4 lead on the Hoerner RBI double here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Hayward takes third. Bradley scores. And now Tauchman is the batter with nobody out, runners on second and third. Neverauskas facing Tauchman. Here is the first pitch, and they're going to intentionally walk Tauchman because that is apparently what we do when first base is open. So Tauchman heads down the line. He's going to be standing on first as Wilson Ramos comes up to the plate. Ramos 0 for 2 with an RBI in this game. Coming up with the bases loaded, nobody out. The infield drawn in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's a 1-2 count and the pitch to Wilson Ramos. And a pop up to center. I believe this is going to be deep enough. The center fielder makes the play. Hayward tags up. He is coming home. He will throw. He will come home without a throw. And now the Cubs have a 6-4 lead. So credit Ramos with the sacrifice fly. And now Jay Bruce will be the pinch hitter. He's coming up in the pitcher's spot to face Neverauskas with runners on first and second and 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs up by 2. And the runners go. That's a double steal as the throw goes down to third, and it is late. So Tauchman goes to second. Hoerner goes to third. And now, once again, the infield is drawn in by the Pirates. Bruce facing Neverauskas with a 2-2 count. And here is the pitch to Jay Bruce. And he swings and misses for strike 3. So Bruce strikes out for the second out of the inning. And now Asdrubal Cabrera will be the batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. 3-1 pitch to Asdrubal Cabrera, and that is outside for ball 4. Cabrera says he did not go around, and the umpire agrees. So the walk is issued, and now Rizzo will be the batter. He is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt in this game. He's coming up with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Cubs looking for some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Full count pitch and a pop up to left. Coming in as the left fielder, in shallow left, Reynolds makes the catch to end the inning. But the Cubs score twice. We're taking a 6-4 lead into the top of the 9th inning. And who do you suppose is going to come out of the bullpen right here? It is Jonathan Loaiza. Apparently his name came up on the magic ball, 8-ball this afternoon. And now Loaiza is going to face Moran here in the top of the 9th inning. Loaiza working with a 2-2 count. He has thrown 118 innings with a 4.18 ERA on the season. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Loaiza gets the strikeout for the first out of the inning. And now Newman is the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Kevin Newman. And there's a pop up to center. Bradley taking a few steps to his right, and he gets under it to make the catch for out number 2. Ke'Bryan Hayes now is the batter. Pirates down to their final out in the top of the 9th inning. Loaiza working with a full count. And here's the pitch to Hayes. It is inside. That is ball 4. So the runner heads down to first. The tying run comes up in Bryan Reynolds here in the top of the 9th inning. 2 outs, 1 man on, 1-1 count. Loaiza with the pitch and a grounder to second. Picked up and thrown over to first, and that is going to end the game. So the Cubs, with a big rally in the late innings, come back to win this game 6-4. Cubs getting 6 runs on 6 hits with 2 errors committed. Pirates getting 4 runs on 8 hits with no errors. The player of the game is the Cubs' Jason Heyward. He managed to go 1 for 2, but scored 3 times, drew 2 walks, and hit his 12th home run of the season during the course of this game. The Pirates' Kyle Crick is credited with the loss. He drops to 1-5. He threw 1 inning in relief, allowed 2 hits, 4 runs to score, and 5 walks issued. The Cubs' Sammy T actually is credited with the win out of the bullpen, and he improves to 2-5. He threw a scoreless inning in relief. Loaiza gets his 2nd save of the season. He threw a scoreless inning in the 9th. So the Cubs improving to 74-77, while the Pirates drop to 67-83. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.